Back for the featured app segment, and today we're talking about Abakion B2B e-commerce app. I hope I didn't pronounce Abakion wrong. It could be Abakion or Abakion.
If you're from Chicago, you say Abakion.
Yeah. But so I'll just start off with a quick overview of some of the things I noticed. So what is it, right? It's a hosted Azure-based B2B web shop solution that is, the key thing is directly and live integrated within Business Central. So another question is, what does it do? Basically, it allows you to give your customers access to live inventory numbers as well as to calculate sales based on the current Business Central pricing and discount functionality that you have set up within Business Central. How is it different? Well, it's directly integrated live. I'd say that's one of the things.
Yeah. It's a huge differentiator, right? Because there's no data synchronization required or middleware that's used to synchronize or pass data back and forth. It is real time pulling data from Business Central, writing data to Business Central, running Business Central's code units and calculations.
Yeah, pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. It's got a bunch of features, right, that are really pertaining to the software. My top 5 are, and these are in no particular order, and I'm sure mine are different than yours. So when logged on, you can select if you want to show suggested retail prices on a product. This way you can show the page to the end user without seeing your customer markup and whatnot. So I like that. There's customer-specific catalogs that can be based on master data information. So if the customer's logged in, they can see customer-specific. I like that. Freight item is automatically added to an order based on the total order price. You can see all the historical invoices and credit memos on the shop. And last but not least, you can show discount percent and the discount amount in the actual cart before ordering.
Okay. So you mentioned one of the things you mentioned is showing all the sales invoice and credit memo history, right? And not just for that customer, because this is B2B, right? So these are your existing customers who you want to give access to their order history, and create new orders. So because it's connecting to Business Central and it's using their customer number, you can therefore show all of their history for all their invoices and credit memos, even if they weren't placed through the shop, the web shop, right? So even if some orders were emailed in or placed over the phone, all orders are visible in the web shop. So it's kind of like the customer's view into Business Central through a web platform. Things I like about it is, my number one is the fact that it's real-time integration with Business Central. That just does there's so many benefits to that. We won't get into that. But second thing is that Abakion also provides the web server, the website. So when you sign up, you create an account, sign up for the app, they handle the creation of that web portal for you. So you're not having to manage the hardware and everything.
Saves you a lot of money because it's going to be costly.
It's a fast, quick implementation, right, to get it up and running. And again, you don't have to worry about customizations of pricing or anything, because it's using Business Central pricing.
Now, once you get it up and running, I know that you've actually had some experience using it. Mm-hmm. How is it?
Yeah, so we did Anders Peterson. We worked with him on doing a really detailed, in-depth test of this. And so what we did was we have a Business Central online demo environment. We worked on deploying it in a sandbox and hooking it up to the web shop. It was literally just a couple days from when we had our first conversation to when we were able to log in to the web shop and place orders and look at the data in there.
And everything worked good? Sales tax, everything?
Yep. We specifically right, had to look at U.S. sales tax, because U.S. sales tax is a localization. That's part of the the U.S. Business Central environment. So we wanted to make sure that if we did have sales tax, that those tax amounts not only calculated correctly but also displayed correctly in the web portal, which they did.
So are you confident recommending this then to Business Central customers since?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, especially if you're a distribution or manufacturing company and you have existing customers who you want to give access to, absolutely. They have, from a pricing standpoint, right? It's very affordable. They kind of design it into looks like 3 pricing tiers depending on the number of users you expect and the number of items that you have. But there's a startup, a business, and an enterprise.
Right.
All of them are under $1,000 US, starting as low as about
under $1,000,
$150 a month for the startup, right? And if you think about it, if you're just getting started with a B2B portal and you're going to slowly start rolling this out to your customers, and you want to implement it, start with the startup.
Absolutely.
Right? And then
Grow
as you grow, sure, the monthly charges are going to increase, but you're getting more and more value out of it as you're rolling it out to more and more customers and allowing the customers to place orders themselves, right? So how much is that worth, right? To be able to have your customers placing their own orders, looking up their own order status, or history, or looking at invoices, or whatever it is, right?
And then, like you said, even if you get to the enterprise level, which is unlimited everything, it's still under $700 a month. That's
right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and they even have they have a little utility, a very nice website page for this. A lot of information on there, including a little calculate your custom price based on a few different specific variables that you may have. So
I might be wrong, but I think this company too. Are they the ones who created Use Dynamics? That portal where it's all free Business Central videos and whatnot? Because I know that they have 23 or 28 videos on Use Dynamics, they said. And when I went to Use Dynamics, the branding is the same as
Abakion. I know that they have multiple other apps. They've had a lot of apps out there for a while.
Yeah.
So that they're definitely are dedicated, you can tell, to Business Central.
Yeah.
The one thing I also want to point out, and I don't mean this to be a negative, but I think that this is my own perception, is this is a B2B portal. It's designed for business to business activity. There are certain things that relate to a business to consumer website. If you're selling to the masses and you want to allow your customers to create their own accounts and their own contacts, and you have just general pricing, like you're selling hats or cups or things to just anyone, and there's a standard list price. That's where maybe we talked about Shopify a little bit earlier.
Plays a role.
That's maybe where a Shopify site has a place also, right? Where it's a widely used environment that comes with things like there are certain other tools, analytics, like website analytics tools, credit card integration, and some other really cool stuff that these other B2C platforms have.
Is it common for an organization to have a different B2C platform as their B2B platform? Is it common to have both, I guess?
There are companies that really only do business to business. There are companies that really mainly do business to consumer. And then there are companies that do both. And I think usually they want one web platform that provides everything for all those customers.
Gotcha.
And that there are solutions that exist that can do that.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know that is the best way to go about it. Like if I'm selling to a large business, do I need them to be ordering through my business to consumer site, or do I want to provide a different experience for them? as an existing
Yeah, I mean, I
customer.
can actually see some positives to both.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So there is no single answer, right? It is a case by case basis. But if you do need a B2B portal. I think it's worth taking a solid look at this. For sure.
Yeah, looks good. Looks really, really good. All right, so now that this might be the easiest B2B platform that I've ever seen, we should